Next tonight, dozens of people have gathered outside the gates of RAF Lakenheath in Suffolk for what they're calling a peace camp. Many arrived yesterday after a 3-day march from Norwich. They're protesting against what they believe are plans to site nuclear weapons on the base, which is run by the United States Air Force. This afternoon, the Ministry of Defence told us it remains a long-standing UK and NATO policy to neither confirm nor deny the presence of nuclear weapons at a given location. This from Zoe O'Brien.
The rain kept coming, but so did the protesters, not going to let the weather get in their way. They're here to make a stand against nuclear weapons being stored at RAF Lakenheath, home of the American 48th Fighter Wing. Many walked from Norwich over a 3-day period. They've come from far and wide for this 10-day peace camp.
Nobody has consented to them being here. Nobody has even been asked if that's okay.
If we just announced it in Parliament, people would say, why use us as an unsinkable aircraft carrier? Unfortunately, with nuclear bombs, we are sinkable. So I'm here to add my voice.
They're here because despite the last known nuclear weapons being removed from this site in 2008, US defence papers appear to show preparations now being made for the return of the deadly weapons. Among the protesters, some of the Greenham Common women who campaigned in Berkshire for almost 2 decades.
42 years ago, Greenham women set up a camp there to get rid of American, US cruise missiles, and we did it. Many, many thousands of women mobilised and set up a camp, and we're there for 19 years. And here we are again.
Do we never ever learn from history? Do we never learn anything? Why are we doing this again? And what's the necessity?
Women have fought really hard for that through years and won it, and then it's like suddenly under threat again. So yeah, I mean, it's not surprising, but it is depressing. It's like you think you didn't want to hand on a world to the next generations that, wasn't a bit better, and you think...
We're delivering a letter.
This morning a letter was delivered to the base commander asking for a rethink.
Will you please prevent the return of US nuclear weapons to the UK?
Highlighting concerns around the UK-US agreement and the safety of people in Suffolk.
Those in favour of nuclear weapons would say that it makes them feel safer. How would you answer that?
I would say that there's very few countries in this world. There's 188 countries in this world, and about 10 of them have got nuclear weapons. So why should we be part of the minority? The Mutual Defence Agreement makes us lower partners to that relationship.
Whilst here they'll live alongside one another, learning, listening and keeping a constant vigil until July 25th. But already they're pledging to keep coming back, promoting peace, rejecting weapons of war. Zoe O'Brien, BBC Lakenheath.